So it's day 21 of, and my best friend's birthday, of Inktober, and I'm getting more things out of my head in terms of putting things down, coming up with concepts, and I'm realizing that it's like this big old mishmash of like a gazillion things I've seen with some liberties and some what if questions thrown in there. So like if you go to my Instagram at REDYST, and you'll see the one I did well, this is going up. This is going up today. Yeah, I'll put this up today. I'll make another one for tomorrow because I won't be here. And like it's like a bird-like figure, but one arm is human. Like I drew one arm human, but the head was bird. And then I was like, what if I do the other arm with feathers, like a bird wing? And it was kind of interesting, and I kind of went with it, and asking the what if questions, plus a lot of imagery that I had stored in my head, plus drawing techniques, a little bit of anatomy, which I'm not the best at yet, but I pay attention, I learn where I can, and just combining all those things together, and you just get something new and fresh and original, and you have a thought that goes with it that gives a bit of context to the other people looking at it, because I just told you like kind of how I started that particular piece that's going up today. That is already up actually. And the thought process I had making it and the story I was telling myself as I was drawing it, if I wasn't able to convey that to you, you'd be missing out on some of the context of what's going on. So I could just put the drawing up and you'd be like, okay, that's interesting. But you wouldn't understand like why, you wouldn't understand like, okay, how did that come about? Like what's this, like a little bit of backstory to the situation. And so I've been trying to put a lot more, not exactly titles, but like a 1 or 2 line descriptor. Descriptor is even a bad word. But I'll use it for now. 1 or 2 line descriptor of either kind of what's happening or what has just happened before. And it's almost like a half, like for tweets you get 140, it's almost like half of that, like 70 like a 70 character story plus an image. So I have to tell a story with the image and round out what the image can't tell you with the descriptor or extended title. I like extended title a little better. So balancing those two together, and I think it comes out to be a more cohesive thought that gets transferred to other people watching it, coming in fresh, not being in my head, not having the preview or the mezzanine seats of, okay, what was going on while he was doing it. So I think I like that approach a lot better, and I'll probably definitely be continuing that in the future, at least probably for the rest of Inktober. I was looking back at the ones I did earlier in the month, and I couldn't, I just wasn't in that frame of mind while I was doing it. I wanted to like retroactively apply them to all of the ones I did so far, but it just, some of it, I feel like the first week of Inktober is almost like a warm-up. I don't know how else to put it. It's almost like a warm-up. It's like you're still warming up, especially like I've drawn pretty, I don't want to say sporadically, but hasn't been like everyday consistent. Hasn't been 3-4 days a week consistent. I'm gonna change that. I was thinking of doing something like Inktember, whatever, but I'll make a schedule before the Inktober's up of how many days per week I want to have drawings done, and I'll stick to that.